Let me put myself on the screen over here. I feel like I'm yelling at y'all. So let me tell y'all what is going on. Let's see if I try and hey 779311. Hey Aurora, what's going on? Okay, so this particular ding 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 ding. Okay, are y'all ready? If y'all ready, give me ready, 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 ready. You said what's going on? Okay. So some of you guys know this about me and some of y'all don't, but I am a business builder and I'm legit. Okay. I know people be out here like, oh, I help people make money and ain't help nobody make nothing. I'm actually legit. There are articles published about me. Different universities and colleges bring me on. I've been helping people build their businesses and make money for over a decade at this point. Okay. I've been an entrepreneur for not quite 2 decades, but close to 2 decades. I built my first multi-million-dollar company with $125 in a laptop. Okay. Your girl featured now in Forbes, entrepreneur, TEDx speaker, Business Insider, Breitbart, CNN Money, Yahoo News, Yahoo Finance, a lot of different stuff. Okay, if you want to go look me up, I am valid. All right. Now, if you're in here, hey Night Nurse, and if I've helped you make money, drop the dollar signs, the credit card emojis, the euro, the yen, the dinero. If you feel compelled to tell people what it is that you do, you can drop that. I have all kinds of clients. When I say all kinds of clients, some of my clients sell physical products, some of my clients sell digital products. Some of my clients are service based. Some of my clients are coaches and consultants. Some of my clients do books. Some of my clients are doctors, nurses. Some of my clients have hotels, YMCAs. Some of my clients are churches. Some of my clients do lawn care, body butters, makeup, all kinds of stuff. Okay. I got a bunch of clients that do a lot of things. Okay. We out here getting money. Long story long. Okay. Now, a lot of you guys know that it's kind of hard and it's very expensive to work with me one-on-one. I've helped almost 900 people hit six figures, and I have 176 clients. It's about to be 178 by the end of this year that have made $1 million in under a year. Okay. Thank you for my heat boxes, Vic. So long story long, I have never done this before ever, but y'all know I have this exclusive show on BIGO over here in the Bean Pot. We debuted to thousands and thousands. Hey, Shishi Face, what's going on, boo? We debuted to thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers for episode 1 last Friday. Episode 2 is this Friday at 8:30. And I was like, what's something I could do that's just out of control to celebrate? And I was like, we haven't done a free stuff Friday in months. So I was like, bet. I was like, let's do a free stuff Friday. Okay. So this is what we're doing. If you're on BIGO, if you give me, if you send these specific gifts, it's going to put you in the entry to win 6 months of one-to-one coaching with me. My KE cohort costs $30,000 a person. Some of y'all know this because some of y'all been saving up to get in there. It's $30,000 a person to come into KE cohort. Somebody is going to get a spot. I've never given away one of my one-to-one coaching spots ever. Okay. Not only are you going to get a spot when you enter, it's basically like a guaranteed win either way around. Okay. So here's how it works. If you send me two beast trainers. If you open up the gift panel, the pink box is where the gift panel is. If you open up the gift panel, go to the activity section in BIGO, and you are going to see the beast trainer gift. Let me see if it'll let me put it up as a background. If it'll let me put it up as a background, I'll show y'all a picture. Sometimes they be tripping with me. They be like, you got to get your background approved. I'm like, yo, just put it up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be out here playing games with my emotions. Let's see. See, they on this BS today talking about I need to get it approved. So I'm gonna submit them. Maybe they'll all be approved like in the middle of the stream. But it's only like 5 beast gifts. It's not gonna be confusing. Okay, it's not gonna be confusing. If you send 2 beast trainers and anybody that enters today, we're also doing a giveaway on October 27th. That's when we're doing our Halloween game night for a Yves Saint Laurent envelope bag. Y'all know this is like a $2,800 purse. So we'll be doing the purse on the 27th. So anybody that enters today for KE cohort, you automatically will get an entry for the purse as well. So 2 Beast trainers will get you an entry for KE cohort. It will get you the YSL entry, and it will get you my $1 million model program, which is my personal business model. And I have a training on it. The training costs $2,497. So just for you doing the entries today with the 2 Beast trainers, you'll get a $2,497 program for free, and you'll get your entry for KE cohort and for the YSL. Now, if you send me 3 of the Beast summonings, you will get an entry for the YSL bag. You will get 3 entries for the KE cohort. You will get the $2,497 $1 million model program for free as well. And you will get to choose between a social media audit, a funnel audit, or a power session. Any of you guys that have been in my community, you know that those consultations cost $797 each. Okay. So basically, you're kind of silly if you don't enter into it if you've been trying to work with me, because I've never done anything like this before, and I've never done anything like this that would make my services my one-to-one services this affordable for people. Okay. Now, if you want bonus entries on top of them, it's just like we did in the last giveaway. Whoever my top gifter is of the day, you automatically are going to get an additional 7 entries for KE cohort. Sorry, 10. If you are number 2, you'll get an additional 3 entries. If you're number 3, you will get an additional entry. Okay. If you want to add more entries for KE cohort, you can send a golden girl that's under the popular. Okay. If you send a loving castle, y'all know I love castle gifts. Y'all know we got the kingdom. Clearly, that's why I love the castle gifts on all of the apps. If you send a castle over here on BIGEO, that will BIGEO, that will get you 15 additional entries for the KE cohort. Every time you send a love carriage, that will get you 15 entries for KE cohort, plus an extra 15 entries for the Yves Saint Laurent bag. Okay. So that is how that works. Okay. So I have my little notepad in front of me, and I have my little handy dandy pen. So if any of you guys send me those gifts, I will be able to write them down. Okay. But I also would like for you to take a screenshot and DM me or the email my customer service, because I do not want to miss anyone that should have the entries for this particular giveaway. That makes sense? Everybody picking up what I'm putting down? Everybody picking it up? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? You picking up what I'm putting down? Put a 1 in the chat. And 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat. Okay. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. And other than that, then we can go ahead and get started with content. But somebody came in here and they had already kicked off a gift. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm not ready yet. I was trying to get the columns done. And I know it always takes a second before the notifications actually go out there in the stratosphere. So I was just like, I'll do that, you know what I'm saying, and do my columns. Hey, Dion, what's going on, baby boo? I owe you a phone call, girl. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Rain, what's happening? Thank you. Hey, MHB Associates. Hey, Alexi T. Hey, Goldie. Okay. So y'all know what I want y'all to do. Give it up to the big God, because that's who gave me the gifts of business, beautification, hospitality. Been able to use them to make a crap load of money for myself. But more importantly, I've been able to assist a bunch of other people in making a crap load of money. And y'all know it's almost Black Friday time. Now, those of you that are not small business owners or content creators, you're probably not aware of it. But any of us that are in business, or if you call yourself being in business, baby, you need to get yourself together. Okay. And when I'm talking about get yourself together, I mean right now, because if you haven't not been thinking about this already, you're late. Yeah, you late. Don't fight me, fight yourself. Okay. Because you're late, because you've been slipping on your pimping. Okay. So now there are some things that we need to do to get ready for Black Friday right now. And if you have a new product or new service that you want to introduce, or your new business, Black Friday is actually a good time to launch something, because you have so many people that are looking to shop. You have so many people that are looking to purchase. They are looking for deals, for steals, for gifts, for services, anything and everything you can think of. People are in the mood during that time of year. Okay. So first thing first we need to do is define our audience. Everybody put audience, 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 audience. And don't be out here talking about everybody is my customer and there's a lot of opportunity here and there. You use a dirty lie and the truth ain't in you and you stink. You're musty. If you believe that, you're musty. You have a musty mind. Period. You don't like it, go get in the shower. Okay, clean it up. You got a musty mind if that's what you're thinking in your brain. That's how that works. You have to define your audience for whatever your Black Friday promotion is going to be. You said, please. I'm just keeping it a buck. What is your promotion going to be for Black Friday? Who is it for? So when we talk about defining an audience, number one is like, what does your offer actually do? Like, what's the benefit of it? Right. So, because a lot of y'all don't know, because whenever I ask that, y'all just sit there and y'all stare at me, or y'all start going into these long tangents that have nothing at all to do with what I ask you. Right. I'm like, what does your product do? Ooh, that was sweet. That's the first time I ever got that. That was crazy. Oh my God. Baby, that was crazy. Holy smokes. Oh, did y'all see that? That was sweet. That was crazy. That was nuts. That was nuts. Okay. So Riri sent the first Beast Trainer. Did you send two? I think you sent two. I thought I said two. I definitely one for sure. Riri, did you just send two Beast Trainers? Did you just send two? Or does he pop up twice whenever you send it? That was sweet. I've never seen it before. That was crazy. That was crazy. Okay, hold on. Let me shout out. Okay, Riri, did you send one or did you send two? That was crazy. He popped up on my screen twice. Is she still here, baby? Did she send a Beast Trainer and bounce? Did she send a Beast Trainer and bounce out in this BR? That was crazy. You got the screenshot of it. I know that was cool looking, right? On the thing, it shows that it has it ×1, but I saw him pop up on my screen twice. So that's why I wasn't sure if she sent it one time or two times. Riri, did you send the Beast Trainer one time or two times? My bad, y'all. Look, I done woke up to Tiny Diny. The type, baby. He was sweet. Vic, did she say, like, okay, so I know, Riri, send me an answer. I know you sent it. I just don't know if you sent it once or twice because he popped up on my screen two times. But in the little chat thing, it just has the ×1, but I'm not sure. I don't know. That was sweet. That was sweet. That was dope. That was dope. Okay, sorry, y'all. Let me recenter and focus myself. Those of you that are in other apps that didn't see it, I don't know what to tell you. That was sick. Now I will give BIGO. Ain't nobody beating them in the graphics. Nobody. Okay, nobody. Okay, Vic, you said only once. Okay. So you're halfway there, girl. Remember, you send your second one today. That will get you the $1 million model, which is the $2,497 course for free. And you will have an entry for the YSL bag, and you get an entry for the $30,000 coaching program, KE cohort. That is the program where my people that are earning $500,000 and up, they work with me in there. Normally they earn in between $500,000 and $2.2 million when they come through that program with me. Okay. All right. So when we're talking about your audience, okay, what is the specific offer? What does your offer actually do? Okay, what does the offer actually do? I want y'all to think about that. Okay, a lot of y'all be out here be like, oh, I have a water bottle. Y'all are like, I sell phone cases. I sell clothing for e-commerce shops or whatever it is, but y'all are not really thinking about what your offer is. And we talked about this a few weeks ago, and I explained to y'all your product and your offer are two different things. Your offer and your service are two different things, okay? Like how is it going to enhance somebody's life? Does it give them more confidence? Does it make them look better? Does it smooth your cellulite? Is it going to help you be more spiritually nutritionally balanced? Is it going to bring you joy? Is it going to put you in a good mood? Like, what does it actually do for you? Okay, that's the first thing. Once we got the offer defined as far as like what it does, now who does it do it for? So when we get into who does it do it for, first thing first, how old are they? How old are they? How old are they? Do y'all know how old your audience is? Because a lot of y'all don't. I be like, baby, I be like, how old are these people that you're servicing? Are they 15? Are they 25? Are they 32? Are they 48? Are they 76? Why does how old they are matter? Because depending on the age that someone is, typically there's going to be different things in their life that they are experiencing. So for instance, when I was in college and if I was broke, it wasn't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Everybody expects you to be broke when you're like 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? Early 20s. It's not that big of a deal, right? So that's not unusual. But like if you get 35 and you broke, people looking at you real strange, right? They're like, you're irresponsible, you don't make good decisions, no one's really coming to help you. They're telling you that you don't have your life together, right? There's all this stress and pressures because you're not living in the dormitory anymore or staying with your parents. Now you're living on your own. You could possibly have some children at this point. Totally different situations in life. Ah, baby, that beast trainer is cold. God dang. God dang. Okay, Riri, I got you down for your second beast trainer, baby. I got you down for your second beast trainer. Can everybody give Riri a congratulations? She just because she sent 2 beast trainers, she just got herself an entry into the KE cohort, which is a $30,000 coaching program where I've helped. That's my program that my people that earn $500,000 plus, they go through there. Okay, they go through there. Then once again, the multi-millions, they go into continuous coins. All right. She also got herself an entry for the YSL Yves Saint Laurent envelope bag that will be given away on the 27th, and she got a $2,497 program, the $1 Million Model, that does cover CBO, catching and capturing your customers, retargeting ads, putting together your funnels, and all that sort of type of stuff. She got that for sending those 2 beast trainers. Okay, if any of you guys want to get like Riri, you can send 2 beast trainers. Okay, if you're trying to outdo Riri, you need to send 3 beast summonings. Okay, that will get you the $1 Million Model, the YSL entries, that will get you 3 entries into the KE cohort, and that also will get you a free social media audit, funnel audit, or power session, whichever one you decide on. Okay, period, poo. All right. So next when we're talking about your audience and we're thinking about the age, right? The age matters because people are at different stages in life. And so whenever we're creating content, whenever we're creating and when we're talking about content, I'm talking about relational content, like things that they can relate to. When we're trying to figure out what language, what words we're going to use, the slang, the terminology, when we're trying to even create an ad that's going to get people interested, the age matters, right? So let's say I always like to use the example of a pizza company. Y'all know I've been using the pizza company example for years, right? So if I'm marketing to people that are, we'll say 18 through the age of 23. Okay, so because there was like a Papa John's like literally across the street from my college campus, and then there were some other pizza. There was a lot of pizza spots. There were like 3 universities where I went to college in. I went to college in Conway, so it's a lot of colleges and universities up there. So that means they got a lot of broke people. Okay, but once we graduate and get jobs, we become financially stable, and then some of us transition into wealthy people. So it's also a very, very nice community because you had a lot of wealthy people there because the kids went to college there, and a lot of them that came from smaller towns and stuff, they just stayed there and worked, especially once HP moved into the city. Okay. So if I'm that pizza company and I'm running ads, let's say I'm going to put together a set of ads that I can run on Facebook, a set of ads I can run on the gram, a set of ads I can run on TikTok, a set of ads I can run on BIGO, and maybe even a set of ads I can run on YouTube, right? Or something like that. And I want to talk to these different people and tell them about my shop where they can come and get something to eat. Now, we just discussed who's the target audience, right? For your promo, for your special. So let's say I put together a special and it's called, let's say we're going to call it the poor man special. Okay. And for $10, we'll give you 2 one-topping pizzas, breadstick, and a thing of soda or juice or something like that. Okay, that's the poor man special. And right, and we're open late. Let's say we stay open to 2 a.m. and we're gonna put together a special for finals time, right? Because y'all know when it's college, when it's finals, I don't know if y'all remember, but like we were always up like crazy late, like studying, cramming, trying to get last minute stuff in or whatnot on the weekend, going to parties and all of that kind of stuff, right? You said where you ordered it at. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put out all my little flyers. I'm gonna start running my ads, and I need to target people that are 18 to 25. Okay. So now I'm targeting these people that are 18 to 25 or 18 to 23. And I'm talking about, and in my ad, I'm literally putting up late studying, got the munchies, or I put up late studying, need something to eat. Because see what I'm saying? If I put up late studying and I'm marketing that to somebody that's 40 something years old, they're probably not going to relate to that. That's not something that they're going through right now. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? And a lot of y'all are flopping whenever you're introducing your companies and whenever you're launching your products and programs, especially during Black Friday, because you have not properly defined your audience and you haven't even taken the first step, which is figuring out how old are the people that I'm even talking to and what are they experiencing in life currently during this season, right? So if I own that shop, their little restaurant, and I put together a cute little ad, I make my food look delicious. And I literally put the headline. I said, up late studying, right? I put up late studying, need something to eat. Come over here to Ashley Ann's parlor, okay? Come over here to Ashley Ann's bodega or whatever. Get you 2 pizza, your breadsticks, and a soda for $10 or $15 or whatever I'm going to make it, right? And so now that makes sense, and that's going to convert for me. I can run that promo and I can make money. A lot of y'all are just putting stuff out there and you're treating everybody as if they're the same and they're not. Now, let's say I got the same restaurant, but instead I want to target people that are 35 to 45 years old. Well, they probably have kids. They probably have responsibilities. Hey, Purple RX. They got all sorts of types of things that are happening inside of their life. They probably are strapped for time because almost everyone I know that's in their 30s, they're normally strapped for time. They normally don't have as much free time as other people on the planet Earth, right? You got homework, okay? They be having schoolwork. You got to try and work out. You got to try and maintain your edges, honey. You got to have a prayer life, okay? You got to clean your house, okay? You got to try and meet up with your friends for brunch, okay? You got a lot going on, okay? You got a whole lot that's going on a regular basis. It's another beast summoning. Shout out to Simply Swim for the beast summoning. Let me record it down. Let me record it down. You said, what does that mean? What you mean? What does that mean? Ask me what to. So if you're just getting here, what I'm doing is a giveaway. Swim came in again with the beach trainer. Okay, Simply Swim. You got your 2 beach trainers for today. So what that means for you, baby, is you'll join the ranks of Riri. Okay, that means that you are okay. That means that what you have done, okay, means that you got a entry for the 30K one-to-one coaching. You also gain an entry for the YSL bag, and you're getting the $1 Million Model $2,497 program completely for free. Okay, if any of you guys are trying to get involved with free courses and with your giveaways today, make sure you come over and drop your gift on BIGO. Okay, 2 beach trainers get you $2,497 $1 Million Model program for free, an entry into the Yves Saint Laurent giveaway, and it gets you your entry for a KE cohort. If you send 3 beast summonings, they get you 3 entries for KE cohort, a YSL entry. You get the $1 Million Model for free, and you also get a social media audit, a funnel audit, or a power session for free. Blink, blink, blink. If you want additional entries, you can send one golden girl. If you send a loving castle, that gets you 15 entries. If you send a love carriage, that will get you 15 entries to KE cohort, and they get you 15 entries for the YSL giveaway. I know that's dope. I know. Okay. But back to what I was saying about your audience. Okay. But do y'all understand, like, somebody that's 35 to 45 they have totally different day-to-day situations that they're facing compared to somebody that's 19 years old. And if you try and put the same type of ad in their face or the same type of promotion in their face, and you're like up late studying, they're going to keep swiping. It doesn't apply to them. They don't feel like it's relative, hey, done, to what it is that they are doing. So now with that person, you may be like, hey, out of too tired to cook dinner, or you may say didn't make it to the grocery store this week, right? Something like that, because that's something that's going to be relative to them in their lives. Okay. Need dinner for the family, need dinner for the family fast, right? So now you can come and get my, my $29.99 family special, and it gives you what do they call it? Like a specialty pizza. It gives you a one topping breadsticks, some type of like some cookies or something for dessert, and it gives you a drink. You see what I'm saying? And if I'm doing the most, I may even say I'm gonna give you paper plates. I'm gonna give you paper plates and forks and knives too, so you don't have to do the dishes. You see what I'm saying? So when y'all start thinking about like, this is my offer that I'm going to introduce for Black Friday, we got to really put some thought into like, who's the audience? So the first step is, how old are these people that I'm speaking to? And then what is the actual language? Like, what's the actual words that they're using to communicate on a day-to-day, right? What is it like? What's happening with that? What's happening with what? Oh, that mythical beast was dope. That mythical beast was dope. That was crazy. Thank you, Swim. That was nuts. I was like, what? I ain't never seen that before. This is my first time seeing any of the beast gifts under the activity. That's dope. It's dope. Yeah, give it up for Swim. You can't see anything because you got to be on BIGO, baby. You got to be on BIGO. You got to be on BIGO to see the graphics. That's where they're going down at. I mean, you can shoot me something over here on the Clock app, but I mean, you send me something on the Clock app, it's like you're just sending it out of the goodness of your heart, because it's got to be on BIGO to get the entries and to get the free courses and the free laser sessions and social media audits and all of that good stuff that's going on today. Okay. Next thing, but does everybody understand? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Shout out to the trainer. That trainer is crazy. The trainer is crazy. Thank you, Riri, for the trainer. The beast trainer is crazy. It's nuts looking. The beast gifts are like top tier. Okay, you said you look at baby, come to BIGO. I'm at King Ashley Ann over there too, and you can see all of them. Okay, now next. Once we figure out how old our audience is, because now we know what type of words and language they're using. Thank you for my swords. We also are going to be able to understand from this particular, we're also going to be able to understand from this particular audience probably what's happening inside of like their life. Well, now we understand like where they at in their life and what they're doing in their life. Now it's time for us to sit back and think about, with my offer, how is it going to directly assist them? Listen to what I said again. How is your offer going to directly assist this person, this group of people? And if you cannot answer that, and you can't answer that quickly, you're not going to make money. Blink, blink, blink. If you cannot answer how this is going to affect them and how it's going to give them some type of immediate like pleasure or relief or some type of answer in the foreseeable future, you are literally not going to make any money. And this is why some of you guys are introducing products. This is why some of you guys are trying to do like these launches and grand openings. This is why some of you guys are planning your Black Friday promotions and they are flopping. Okay, baby, they flopping like flapjacks. You picking up what I'm putting down? This is really the real reason why, because you haven't put any thought into who it is that I'm offering this for, and how is this going to be able to help them immediately? How is this going to be able to help them in some shape, form, or fashion? So once you actually take some time to think about that, and now we know how this thing is going to help them, how this thing is going to assist them. Now, okay, it's time for us to get. Now it's time for us to get to the next piece of the audience definition, because I know y'all thought that we had the audience defined. No, we're not done defining the audience. Now we got to figure out, is my offer like more catered towards males or females? Some of you guys have some things that are unisex. But even when my clients that have products that are unisex, very rarely, is every blue moon, I have somebody where it's like a 50-50 or like a 46-54 split or something in between male, female. Most of the time is going to be like 70 to 80% one gender compared to the other. So you really need to go and look. If you already have had sales in the past, you need to go through your sales data and see who has been purchasing my stuff in the past. Has it been men or has it been women? If it's not, if you are brand new and you don't have any data, what you can do is you can go start looking online to see who in particular is purchasing these products. So for instance, if I was looking at, I don't know, like a handbag or something, and that's what you're going to be selling, that's going to be your offer. Maybe you're a handbag manufacturer. Well, then you can look and see, and you may see that like 75% of your customers are female. And then you may see that like you have the other 25% that are male, and then they're typically buying them for women in their lives. And you may only have 5% of them that are males that are buying those particular handbags or gym bags that they're using for themselves. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you, one and only Nino. Does it make sense? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? A lot of y'all are out here just trying to sell to everybody, and you're literally wasting your traffic. You're wasting your time. Why does male or female matter? Because also there's different ways that we have been socialized as human beings walking around here, especially in the United States of America. There are particular color palettes that we associate with feminine energy, and there are particular color palettes that we associate with masculine energy. Thank you, Nino. Right. So a lot of times when you're looking for things that are being marketed towards men, the color palettes are really, really bold. They're really strong. They'll lean into colors that are like, I would say, more neutral. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see like the deeper greens, you'll see grays, you'll see deep blues that are being marketed towards men. You'll see oranges, a lot of things that are like browns, kind of like I say earth tones. You know what I mean? Anything that's kind of like in the earth tone family, you'll see that in a lot of advertisement towards men. You won't necessarily see red, but you'll see like the shades of red, like the various, like the deep wines, the oxblood, stuff like that, right? That's what you're going to see for them on a regular basis. Okay, that's what you're going to see towards them on a regular basis. So with that being in mind, if you look at the analytics, and if you look at the numbers and you see the majority of the people that purchase this particular product are men, well, you're probably going to need to lean into bolder color palettes. For your promotional flyer, you're going to need to lean into bolder color palettes. With your content for social media, you're going to need to lean into like bolder or deeper color palettes too, with whatever it is that you're sending out, like even in the packaging, right? And a lot of you guys aren't thinking that much about it, but that communicates to somebody if this is for them or not. If you have an audience that's predominantly female, right, then you're going to lean into like more pastels, colors that are softer, a little brighter area. You're going to lean more into like prints, you know what I'm saying, like paisleys, leopard prints, zebra, cheetah, stuff like that. Florals, because those are things that people typically associate with women, right? And a lot of women, when they see those patterns and when they see those colors, hey, Lady O, they feel that that product or they feel that that service is for them. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? That's a very, very real thing. So y'all have to really, really like look at it, and you have to really, really hunker down. Thank you, Swim, for my phantom whales. They're gorgeous. You got to really, really hunker down and figure out, what am I doing? Like, how am I presenting this to the public? Oh, snap. Oh, a pen coming through with the pen coming through. Oh, not into my picture. Not that took my picture, baby. Pen, thank you for the golden girl, baby. Let me write you down under golden girl. Let me write you down under golden girl for Pen. That's our first golden girl of the day. Golden girl, get you an extra entry. Ow, come through Pen with the golden girl. Thank you for my wings of strength, Riri. Okay. Ooh, exciting. Okay. So, and for those of you that don't know what's going on, we are doing a giveaway today / raffle is like two things in one. So basically, if you send particular gifts, like you're guaranteed other products from me. So if you send 2 of the Beast trainers, which if you tap the little gift box and you go under the activity section of the gift panel is where you see all the Beast gift set. Okay. So you send 2 Beast trainers, it gets you an entry to win a free seat into KE cohort. That is 6 months of coaching with me to build up your business and your brand. It will get you also an entry for an Yves Saint Laurent bag that will be given away on October 27th. You also get the $1 Million Model, which is a $2,497 course for free. The $1 Million Model is the actual business model that I use to build all my stuff and run all my stuff. If you send me 3 Beast summonings, you get 3 entries for KE cohort. You get a Yves Saint Laurent entry. You get the $1 Million Model, that's $2,497. You also get to choose a social media audit, a funnel audit, or a power session with me. Okay. So basically, even whenever you're sending the gifts, you're getting entry tickets, but you're also getting products and courses. Okay. Now, if you want additional bonus entries, Golden Girl gets you an extra entry. The Loving Castle gets you 15 entries. The Love Carriage will get you 15 entries to KE cohort and 15 additional entries for the YSL bag. Okay. That is how that works. Now, let's continue talking about getting these sales because we're prepping for Black Friday. Hey, DJ Tone, what's going on, girl? Hey, girl, hey. Okay, so now once we have figured out how old our audience is, we figured out what type of language or words they use. We're thinking about what type of music do they listen to. We figured out if they are male or if they are female, so we can get our color palette figured out. Okay, the next thing we have to figure out is, thank you, Crazy Bear. The next thing that we got to figure out here for our audience when we're defining them. Don, thank you for sponsoring a fan lottery. Thank you so much. I didn't even realize you had sponsored a fan lottery. Thank you, Don. Next thing that we got to do with the audience when we're trying to define them. I know y'all are going to think that this is crazy, but this is super important. You got to figure out if these people are quality focused or if they're cost focused. Quality or cost, quality versus cost, quality versus cost, quality versus cost. Say it with me, quality versus cost, quality versus cost, quality versus cost, because these are 2 totally different groups of people, and you cannot market and sell these 2 different groups of people the same thing. You will be in a world of trouble, okay? You will be in a world of hurt trying to market to a cost-focused person the way you market to a quality focused person. Okay. The easiest example I can give to you about this in your mind is you think about the difference between Walmart and Target. Okay. Target is very heavy on quality focus. Walmart is very heavy on cost focus. When you go into the stores, look at the lighting, look at the way they're arranged, look at the amount of help they have. Look at look at the end caps, look at the specials and the promos, look at the signage in the stores, look at the font on the signage in the stores, okay? It's a very different feel between those 2 groups of people, between those 2 different categories, okay? When we think about a quality focus versus a cost focused person, right? 2 total different stratospheres. And some of y'all are out here trying to do quality products and quality services towards cheapskates. I said what I said. If you're offended, baby, just be offended. Okay. But the truth is the truth. Okay. You have to be offended with yourself. The truth is the truth out here in these streets. A person who is cost focused, they are so driven by the number and price psychology that they're not really looking at like the quality, the level of customization they're getting. They're not looking at like the time. They're not looking at any of those. So they're not looking at the service. A cost focused person, y'all, on the cool. Oh, shout out. We hit a box today. Let's go. Shout out to us for hitting a box. Let's go, Kingdom. But when you think about it, when you're looking at someone who is a cost focused individual, a cost focused person will lose an hour or 2 hours of their time to save $2. Now, I'm not cost focused. I'm very much quality focused. I figured it out about myself a long time ago. There are some things that just don't make sense to me. Me going to Walmart, no disrespect to Walmart, but the Walmarts here, baby, even in the self checkout, the lines are long. Okay, they always breaking down. They always need all kinds of help. They always don't have all of them open. Sometimes they only got cash only. Sometimes they only got card only. It's just always a situation. It stresses me out when I go in there. I just go in there if I have to. If it's the last ditch effort, that's just for me. Okay, that's me. That's how I feel in my life. Okay, the stores ain't always clean. You can't always get somebody to help you in there, child. It just stresses me out. Okay, now because I know that I don't care about going to Target or going to Whole Foods or going to Fresh Market or going to the Drug Emporium or wherever it is that I'm going. And I will spend the extra 50 cents. I will spend the extra $1 to be able to get in and out. And so now I only spent 30 minutes on my store run, while if I would have gone to Walmart, my 30 minutes would have turned into an hour and 45 minutes because my time is very valuable to me. Some of y'all that are cost focused will literally drive 30 minutes away, not looking at the amount that you spent on gas so you can save 50 cents. And neither one is right or wrong. It's just two different people with two different personalities, with two different motivations for why they purchase. So when you're defining your audience, you need to be honest and figure out, do you have a cost focused audience? Thank you for popping that trunk on me. Pop, pop. You got a cost focused audience, or do you have a quality focused audience? Because if you're cost focused, you can go on and on and on about the benefits of your product. Hey, Love Jones, what's going on, gorgeous? You can go on and on and on about the benefits of your product. You can go on and on and on about how wonderful your offer is. You're not going to be able to get a cost focused person to pull the trigger. But if you're talking about like how you're slashing the prices by 50%, if you talk about how, you know what I mean, there's a big shift, you know what I'm saying, you're saving $100, you're saving $1,000, you're saving $50, blah 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 blah, and you got to get that deal in by this time, and you're really pushing on like the quantity, or you're getting a 2-for-1, or for every one you buy we're going to give you 2 extras and all this other kind of stuff. Add to cart, beauty, thank you for my swords, baby doll. If you're out there, if that's what you're focused on, that's what you're pushing, that's what you push for a cost focused person. So even when you're setting up your promo for Black Friday, you need to be figuring out what you're going to be pushing in the rollout. How do we figure out if your audience is cost focused or quality focused? A lot of it is honestly stocking and chicken hawking your audience, paying attention to the regular conversation. Whenever y'all are live or whenever I meet y'all in person, I'm always paying attention to what y'all are wearing. I pay attention to everything. I'm a very observant person, and I'm super detail oriented. So I'm looking at what you're wearing. I'm looking at how you have things put together. If I'm stocking and chicken hawking on your page, I'm paying attention to what you cook, what groceries you buy, where you go out to eat. I'm paying attention to whenever you purchase products from me. Is the only time you've ever purchased from me is whenever I'm having a sale. Is the only time you've ever purchased from me is whenever it's like a $27 product or a $47 product, because I know you're probably cost focused, and ultimately you're probably not a long-term client that I would want to keep in my catalog. I like quality focused people. My clients come in because they want customization. My clients come to me because they want VIP treatment. My clients come to me because they don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, lumped into a training with 5,000 other people. My clients come to me because they like that I can give them individual attention. My clients also understand, because they're getting that individual attention, it comes with a higher price point, right? So they know if they want to go into the masses, they already know they're gonna float out there in the masses. Okay, you're gonna go pay $47. You're not gonna get access to me. You're not gonna be able to ask me questions. You're not getting access to my success coaches. You're getting it and you're figuring it out. So literally, also, whenever I run ads, I literally will exclude people that love Walmart. I do. I don't care what anybody, I don't care what anybody thinks about it. Because I know if you're like big into Walmart and that's your favorite place, you are a cheapskate. Corey's a cheapskate. He loves Walmart. He's going to Walmart first. Corey will go to Walmart and spend 2 hours in there, and I'm disgusted and my head is hurting. So we don't go to the store anymore. We're not together. I'm going to Target where it's clean and I can ask for help. And I don't care if I don't care. Yeah, I may have spent $10 more on this shopping trip today or $20 more on this shopping trip, but I got done with my shopping in 35 minutes. I got in the store, got all my stuff out of the store in 35 minutes. Oh, thank you, Lady Thompson, with somebody that gave me a smile. Okay. And got my baggage. I'm in and I'm out. I did what I need to do. Right. So, like a lot of it, you have to pay attention to people's lifestyle. You have to pay attention to the things that they're saying. You have to pay attention to like their actions and how it boils down. Also, people that are typically quality focused, they want a good price on stuff, but they care a lot more about the functionality and the aesthetic. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. Like it just is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. And neither one is wrong or right. It just comes down to a personality trait and it comes down to a preference of what motivates your client, your customer. So we used to have this thing called Cost Vision Express. They still have Cost Vision Express here. I don't know if they have Cost Vision Expresses where y'all live at. So Cost Vision Express, they used to run. Thank you for my Phantom Wells, Jay. Cost Vision Express used to run these ads here. They used to run these commercials and they'd be like 2 pair for $99 in an hour or less. What is it? 2 pair for $99 in an hour or less? Dang it, I can't remember the end part, but basically you could come and get 2 pair of glasses for $99 was their thing. Okay. I wear glasses. Well, I wear glasses and contacts. I have an astigmatism. I've been wearing glasses like since I've been in elementary school. Okay. So anyway, I was like, well, let me go down to Cost Vision Express. You know what I'm saying? And this is probably like when I was in college. Okay, baby. So money was real tight in my early 20s. I was like, let me go on down there to the Cost Vision Express and I need some new glasses and let me get me 2 new pair of glasses. Worst decision I ever made in my life. First of all, their customer service was terrible. I was not out in an hour or less. They lied. They were liars. It was more like 4 hours inside of there. Okay. Then on top of that, whenever that finally did, the frames were like deplorable. Then I was like, well, what if I order my own frames? Because, we're children of the internet if we're millennial and younger. So I just order some frames online. Right. And then, I don't know if any of you guys do this. I order my frames online and then I take them to my optometrist and the optometrist can put the lenses in my frames. So, because if I'm gonna wear my specs, baby, I'm gonna be fly when I'm wearing my specs. Okay, your girl's gonna be cute in her specs. I'm gonna be jazzy. I'm gonna change my specs to match my outfits, right? So anyway, they would not allow me to do that. And I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, this is crazy. Then y'all know the tint. Anybody that wears glasses, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like they have the glasses that will tint. Like as the sun gets stronger, the glasses will automatically start to tint to protect your eyes, right? So now you don't have to have like a prescription pair of sunglasses and a prescription pair of like regular glasses with you. Hey, Lady Thompson, thank you for my low rider. Okay. So anyway, yes, the transition. Thank you. The transition lenses. Okay. Long story long. Okay. Anything it seemed like that I wanted, these people could not accommodate. Okay. Now, if I would have been happy just going in there, give me some Coke bottle, some Coke bottle 42s and waiting my 4.5 or 5 hours, I probably would have been okay for me. But for me, it was not. I would have rather just gotten my lenses and my regular optometrist. Would I have been able to get 2 pair for $99? No. And that's what I ended up doing anyway, was going back to the regular optometrist because when my lenses came, the people had gotten my prescription wrong and I could not wear the glasses anyway. So now I'm agitated because I wasted like 4.5 hours the first trip. Then the second trip when I went back to pick them up, like, I don't know, I can't remember what it was, but I ended up being in there for like 2.5 hours. Then whenever they tried to get the lenses right again, like the prescription right again, they still were wrong on the third time. Okay, they still were wrong on the third time. I still cannot see out of these glasses. And then they still try to make me pay for the glasses that I could not even wear. Hey, Alexi T coming through with the Beast Trainer. Yo, the graphics over here are nuts. They're insane. Okay, Alexi T, I'm writing you down right now. I'm writing you down under Beast Trainer. Writing you down Alexi T with her first Beast Trainer. Okay, boop. Okay, one more Alexi T, and they get you $1,000,000 model, the $2,497 program for free. It gets you your Yves Saint Laurent entry because we'll be giving away Yves Saint Laurent $2,800 envelope bag on the 27th, and that also will get you your entry into KE cohort. For any of you guys that do not know, today, if you throw me the Beast gifts, they get you entries into KE cohort giveaway, the YSL giveaway, and they will get you a free $1,000,000 model. If anyone sends me 3 of the Beast summoning gifts, you will get the YSL entry, the $1,000,000 model. You will also get your entries into for KE cohort, and you get to choose between a social media audit, a funnel audit, or a power session, whichever you choose. If you want extra entries, you can send me a loving capsule that will get you 15 entries for the 15 entries for KE cohort, which is a $30,000 coaching program, and we will work together for 6 months to build your business. And if you send a love carriage, that will get you 15 entries into KE cohort plus 15 entries for the Yves Saint Laurent bag. Okay, so Loving Castle gets you 15. I'm sorry, Loving Carriage gets you 15. The Loving Castle gets you 15 entries into KE cohort. Golden Girl will get you 1 additional entry into KE cohort. Okay, if you are trying to get the $1,000,000 model, then you need to send the Beast Trainer or the Beast Summoning. Okay, blink, blink, blink. All right, and you have to come to BIGO. BIGO. This is just for people to BIGO. Do you have an astigmatism? Yes, baby. I got digital products, baby. I got a big astigmatism. Okay, okay. Been out there. Shout out to my daddy. He passes astigmatism right on down to me. Anyway, long story long though. When I went to my optometrist, I did not get 2 pair of frames for $99 or less. But instead, I got 2 pair of glasses. Both of my pair of glasses combined, I think it was like 370 something bucks or something like that. But guess what? I could see. They looked how I wanted them to look. They felt how I wanted them to feel. I went in and got my eye appointment. Okay, she probably, because she didn't like to book where you had a bunch of people waiting. I got in and out within 45 minutes. That was me checking in, having my full appointment, chit-chatting with her and leaving. And when I came and picked up my lenses the next time, they were perfect and I could see everything out of them. Okay, so I learned at that point that I'm a quality focused person, and anytime I try and go down the cost hole, it always bites me in the butt. The Lord does not want me to be cost focused. He wants me to be focused on quality. That's just how he designed me. I don't know. When you don't like it, take it up with him. Blink, blink, blink. Okay. That's just the type of girl that I am. All right. I remember even trying to be cheap one time and buying some American airline flights. Child, worst decision I ever made in my life. Ended up stranded in the airport and stranded in a city for a whole 4 extra days. Okay. So anyway, long story long, you have got to figure out if your customer is cost focused or quality focused. If your client is quality focused, you're going to highlight like the unique experience. You're going to highlight time, right? If you luxuriate, like a lot of my clients come to me because they like the VIP treatment whenever they come. So I'm going to highlight like all the extra special perks and stuff you get, the extra availability, how we have a totally separate customer service division that takes care of our VIP clients. Some of y'all like, what? Yeah. All of my VIPs know it. All my VIPs talk to totally different people than the rest of y'all do. Because they VIP. Why should they be going through the same customer service as everybody else? Nah, baby, they got a whole separate back line. Okay. They got a whole separate hotline. They got a whole separate set of emails that they go through. And majority of time, they're going to talk to myself or either my director of operations versus somebody else that's in customer service. But they're VIP. They deserve that. You see what I'm saying? So because my clients that come to me, they appreciate the higher level of treatment, the higher level of attention. They appreciate the customization. And I know this about my clients. I typically tend to pull in quality focused people over cost focused. Okay. Now, if I'm having a $1 sale, then that's probably when I'm going to get a bunch of the cost focused people. Those are people that are just looking for a deal. Those are people that don't care about getting a high level of service. Those are people that don't care about sitting in the front of the room. Those are people that don't care about getting like invited to different lunches and dinners. Those are the people that don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't care about having access to me or to the success coaches. They don't care about having the audits, the reviews. They don't care about me getting in and going through their ads and giving them reviews. They don't care about that type of stuff. They do not care. They just care what's the cheapest I can get. Okay. So you have to figure out, hey, Jan, you got to figure out for yourself, do you have a cost focused audience or do you have a quality focused audience? If you have a new business and you're trying to develop or you're trying to figure it out, well, you're going to have to ask yourself, what's the type of clientele that you would like to deal with? What's the clientele that you would like to service over the next few years? And I know a lot of y'all have probably never really thought this much about audience definition, but this is 100% all of the things that you need to be thinking about. And so a lot of people don't like to do the research and they don't like to take the time to go through all of this stuff. And you have to go through all of this if you want to have something that's going to be successful and if you want to have a business that's going to be sustainable. If you're out here, hey, Aries Saves Lives, hey, Mr. Eagle Vision, hey, St. Reese, if you're out here in these streets and you're just all willy-nilly throwing products out there, all willy-nilly throwing services out there, and now you're stressed out or you're wondering why you're not able to make sales, this is probably why, because you never have really taken the time to actually define who is my audience or who would I like my audience to be. Where are these fits? So the next thing when we get into defining our audience, okay, we got to think about what's the price point that our audience can even afford. Blink, blink, blink. Because this is the thing. It doesn't matter how wonderful your offer is. It doesn't matter like how beautiful it is. It doesn't matter how life-changing it is. If somebody can't afford it, they just can't afford it. And a lot of y'all love marketing to people things that are out of that client's price point. And I don't know what's that about. I don't know why y'all like to do that. I don't know why y'all like to disappoint yourself and why you like to waste your time and why you like to waste their time. What is it about? Can one of y'all tell me why y'all like to do that? Because it's crazy. Riri, not to change your prefix on your name. Pen coming through with the mythical beast. Baby, let me write you down for the mythical beast. Now it says the Riri the beast trainer coming in the building. That's wild. Okay. Pen, I got you down over here for the mythical beast, baby doll. Got your other mythical beast down. But does that make sense? Hey, lady, does that make sense? Does that make sense what I'm saying to you guys? Does that make sense? Yes, no, maybe so, possibly, not really. If you got questions, you need to ask me now because everything we do beyond this point or everything we discuss beyond this point is going to confuse you. Okay, this is your foundation. Your foundation is what is my offer? What's the product that's connected to that offer? And who is my audience? Okay, who is my audience? You say you really want to figure out pricing? Well, there's a couple of things like whenever we get into pricing, like, first of all, like what's your actual cost? Because this is the thing, like everybody has different business models, right? And so some business owners can lose on the front end so they can make up on the back end, right? And so if you're like, so you'll see some companies, they'll enter into the market and they'll like literally be charging 75% less than everybody else. And you're like, how are they doing that? They're taking an L on the front end, but they know that they're going to be able to turn that person into a returning or repeat customer. And they may become profitable like 90 days down the line. But if you're a newer business and you don't have the cash flow, that's probably not, you see what I'm saying? That's probably not a model that you can take. You probably can't go in to the market trying to do like, that's called penetrative pricing, that particular strategy. You probably can't go into the market doing that. Thank you for all my love bears and my bananas, Riri. You can't go into the market doing that because you're going to be out of business. Hey, Shell, you're going to be broke by broke. Like before, you're going to be broke by broke and on your butt before you know it. Thank you for popping that trunk on me. Pop that trunk and roll with it. All right. But y'all picking up what I'm putting down. So the first thing first, when we get into cost, you need to figure out what your fixed cost is per unit, what your variable cost is per unit, and what your labor cost is per unit. So before we even put anything out there, and a lot of y'all have not calculated that, right? So when we look at your variable costs, it means it varies. So depending on how many you sell or how many new clients you book, the price is going to shift. So like for instance, if you definitely get bulk discounts on a lot of things. So let's say that what do I have over here? Okay. Here's one of our champagne flutes. Okay. So let's say that you make these champagne flutes and you are ordering the little crystals and the stones that you use to bedazzle the flutes. Okay. That's what you're doing. And you're trying to figure out what you should be charging. And then let's say you have to order in bulk the actual flute, like the actual glass, right? So you're trying to figure out what you should be pricing these custom champagne flutes that you make. Okay. So when we get here, well, you talking about how much can the customer afford? Time out before you got too much dip on your chip. See, this part of y'all problem. People like me be out here trying to tell you how to get to where you're trying to go. Y'all trying to jump to page 100 when you ain't even read page number 2 yet. Blink, blink, blink. Business is a marathon. It's not a sprint. This is how y'all be getting out here and y'all be getting effed up in these streets. Okay? This is how y'all be getting effed up, baby. Now look, I'm trying to help you keep your shirt on. Sometimes in business you eating chicken. Sometimes in business you eating feathers. I'm trying to make sure you eating chicken every night. Okay? Baby, take a little dip off the chip. Take a little dip off the chip. Okay, take a little bit dip out that chip right now. Okay, let's stick with getting what you should be charging in the first place, right? Because sometimes if you understand what it costs you for a product or what it costs you for a service, you will automatically see, oh my God, I'm targeting the wrong group of people, and I got to shift the group of people that I'm targeting, right? So let's say we got to order these glasses, and if you order 10 of these champagne flutes, they're going to cost you $1 a flute, and they are going to cost you $5 in shipping, right? So now there's really like $1.50 a flute whenever we include the shipping. Okay, shipping is a variable cost, right? If you order 10 of these, if you order 100 of these, abracadabra, hocus pocus, rumbus tumbus. Thank you for my wish books, Lady Thompson. Hibbity bobbity bibbity boo. Woo! Halakazam. Zaram baram. Okay. And they working together. She working the magic books with the beast summoners today. All right. But let's say, so now we know it's $1.50 for one of these. Okay. Then I don't know. Let's say this is, I don't know. I'm just making up a number. Let's say this is $10 worth of crystals all over this flute to bedazzle it to make it look this way. And when you dip it in the paint, I don't know, maybe use 10 cents worth of paint. Okay. I have no idea how much this really costs. I'm just making this up. Okay. So use $10 worth of crystals, use 10 cents worth of paint. Your flute costs you $1.50. So now you're up to $11.60 on the like the actual cost, right? You have not put in any of your labor costs yet. We also have to package this to like ship it in something, right? So it doesn't break, right? Like that's another cost that we got to come through, right? So let's say you're packaging, that's probably going to be a variable cost for you as well. Or maybe you, I don't know, maybe you ordered them in bulk or something and it was a fixed cost. Let's say that your box that you put these in costs you $2 a box. Okay, we're just gonna say $2 a box to actually put this in so we can make it to your customer without being broken. Okay. Then like that's the actual box to package it in though. You also need a shipping box. And let's say you get a good deal on Uline and your shipping box is $1.25. We'll make it $1.40 so that way we can make it a even $14 in cost. We're gonna say it's $1.40. Okay. So now it costs you You ain't even sold it to me. It costs you $14 just to make this. Okay. And then let's say you go get on Google, you get on Instagram, you get on TikTok, you looking up other people that do customized glasses, and you see that they are selling these glasses. Either they're selling these at $15 per glass, or they're selling these at 2 for $20. Okay. You should already know at this point, baby, you can't sell to the same audience. Okay. Because you just took an L. Because we haven't even factored in your cost to actually put it in the mail and whatever the post office or UPS or FedEx is going to charge you. Blink, blink, blink. So you can't even compete with the audience that they're marketing to, because you're going to be losing money unless you have some type of upsell or other additional order to put on there, right? Because clearly they're getting a better price break than you, which they probably are, because they're probably ordering more on the front end, right? They probably have larger runs coming in. Normally smaller runs cost more money. That's why smaller businesses normally have to charge more for their products and services and stuff than a big conglomerate has to charge for it. Does that make sense? You picking up what I'm putting down? So literally you look out in the market and you see that there are people charging $15 for one flute, or they're doing 2 for $20, and you're like, oh my God, I'm already at $14 in cost and I haven't even shipped this out to anybody. Okay. So now you're gonna realize, baby, that I can't, I gotta rethink this, right? So then let's say you also look and you see the luxury, or you see the high-end people that are making these, that instead they are selling one of these for $39.99, or you can get a set of both of them for $75. So that already lets you know, clearly I need to be luxury, and I need to be focused on the fact that this is custom and this is handmade. People will pay a lot for handmade. People will pay a lot for artisan, but people will not pay a lot for homemade. Okay. Handmade, high price tag. Homemade, baby, take it to your mama. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So now, since you know that you got to be in the luxury game, okay, you got to go to the luxury audience, because that's the only way you're going to be able to make these and you're going to be able to collect a profit on it. Well, now we got to start paying attention to the marketing, because there's marketing costs. Are you running ads? Are you doing word of mouth? Are you paying for like booths at festivals and conventions and stuff? Like, where is it, like, how exactly are you marketing this? Because that's a cost, right? That's going to go into, well, some people, their marketing goes into their fixed costs because they don't care where they are. They're just like, I spend $1,000 every week, or I spend $1,000 a day on marketing, or, you know, whatever it is. For some of y'all, your marketing is a fixed cost. For some of y'all, your marketing is going to be a variable cost. Okay. Let's say that you have a business cell phone. It does not matter if you sell 100 of these or one of these, that business cell phone bill is going to be the same. That's going to be a fixed cost for you, right? But your supplies is going to be a variable cost for you, because whether you order 1,000 of these or 10 of these, it absolutely positively changes the cost of that. Does that make sense? So before we can even get into like who we're marketing to, I need to write, or what group am I marketing to? A cost focus versus a quality focus. Can I even afford to cut my prices on my offer so low that I could be attractive to a cost focused customer? And excuse me, this seems like a very simple question, but a lot of y'all are not asking yourself this. And this is how a lot of y'all are getting out into business, and your businesses are shutting down like pronto, or they're not taking off, because you tried to take something that in reality you should have been trying to push to a mid-tier or to a luxury audience, and you tried to push it out to the cost-focused audience, because you like, I want to help the people, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want people to be able to have something nice, even if they can't afford it. Child, get out your head. Okay, get out them rainbow clouds. Okay, let me tell you this: people will pay for what they want and beg for what they need. I watch people do it every day. I watch people do it every day. They will find the money to pay for what they want, and then turn around and beg for their light bill to get paid, beg for people to pay for their housing, beg for people to pay for their medical care, and all kinds of beg for people to pay for their teeth, all kinds of stuff. I see it every day. Okay, because people are like, well, they need somewhere to stay. Well, baby, they had some money and they could have paid for somewhere to stay, but they wouldn't have tricked it off. But that's another thing. Right, that's another discussion. So you're going to have to figure out literally what is your fixed cost per unit, what's going to be your variable cost per unit. And then small business owners, y'all never think about labor, right? Because you're like, I'm doing it myself. But eventually you're going to need a team. Eventually you know what I'm saying? Eventually you're going to need a team. Eventually you're going to need somebody to help out. Eventually somebody else has to come in outside of you. Okay, that has to happen eventually, and you have to be able to pay them. So let's say it takes 3 hours to make one of these flutes by the time you finish customizing it and doing everything. So that means a set of 2 would take you 6 hours, and then let's say it's going to take you 30 minutes to package it and get it to the post office. Okay, that's 6 hours and 30 minutes. If you're doing it, you said I'm all in your business. Girl, this why the people hire me. Okay, I'm good at what I do. Very, very good at what I do. The best at what I do. Do we create 2 or 3 tiers? Not always. Not always. Because it depends on what you're offering. Because sometimes what you're offering, it doesn't make sense for you to have 2 or 3 tiers. It just is what it is. So literally, okay, now it's 6.5 hours. And let's say we're going to pay people a living wage. So let's say you live in Arkansas like me. So you can pay somebody like $15 an hour and they actually can live off of that. Okay. So maybe you're going to be generous. You're going to say, I'm going to pay myself $20 an hour. I just said it took 6.5 hours to make 2. But you got a whole problem on your hands now. You got a whole problem on your hands. Whole problem. That's $130 because it's 6.5 hours. Plus what was it? We ended up with what? We said about $16 in cost on this. $145. You are $145 in on 2 of these. You're $145 in on 2 of these bad boys. So now, baby, you have got to you got to get your price down and you got to get your time down that it takes to create these. Maybe you, instead of like hand gluing all of these, you can find like the centerpieces that are already made. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the band that's on here, you can find a band that's already pre-made. Maybe, right? We got to start doing some. You got to start doing something, because if not, you can't get out there and compete. Because remember, the luxury people are selling it for $75 for 2. Or if you're going to get out here, because you need to make a profit, because remember, you're at 145. Well, no, we said 146 in cost. So let's say you would like to make $20 in profit. So that means 166. So we're just gonna round it up, because 169.99 sounds better than 166 whenever we get into the psychological pricing of the situation. So you're going to be charging $169 to $200 for your 2 flutes that people can go on Google and get for $75. So how are we going to get people to pay for this for us? We got to push that it's luxury. We got to push that it's artisan. We got to show people our process of us sorting through and picking the best crystals, and you know what I mean, tempered glass, and that there's no, chemicals in this and all that. We got to go through all of that. Okay. We got to basically turn these into miniature pieces of art. Because if it's out there and you can get the same thing from somebody else without the level of customization, they're not going to buy it. And now y'all are out here competing with somebody telling you, girl, you can go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's and you can buy one of them for $20. That's what their friends tell them. You ain't got to pay $200 to have that woman make that for you. Girl, we can go to Michael's. I got a coupon for Michael's right now. You can get it for $20. I mean, you get both of them for $40. Girl, come on. You ain't got to pay. Baby, you better produce something that ain't got a Hobby Lobby and Michael's. You got to produce something that's customized that the people ain't never seen before. And if you can't do it, baby, you better find something else to sell then. You got to get people to buy into that brand. You got to get people to buy into that story. You got to get people to buy into the art of it. Thank you, Dahua. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for feeding my tiny dining. Thank you so much. Right, y'all picking up what I'm putting down, but because they'll do it. They'll do it. Tell me I'm a lie. They will do it. I've been doing event design and production for over a decade, and I would have people, and I'll be like, "No, baby, you can't. But if you think you can, go off then." Right? And I would have people. They would say, "Well, such and such they said they'll do my whole event. They'll do all the decorations for $5,000," and I would look them dead in their face and say, "Go to such and such," because it's not going to look like what I can do. Look at such and such is working. Look at my work. This is why they charging you $5,000. This is why I'm 50,000. Period. When people see my event work, they know they will say, "Oh, I know you got to have money to be over here," and you do, right? I wasn't over here trying to be on the chitlin circuit. Okay, so and let me say this: if you're servicing the chitlin circuit, though, there's nothing wrong with that. Right? There's different customers on every level, but you can't take something that's champagne caviar and then try and send it down to people that have like the beer, like, and I'm not talking about like a lambic beer. Okay. I'm talking about like a Bud Light beer. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't be out here trying to say there's some expensive beers, Ashley. I'm not talking about a lambic beer. That's not what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking. I'm not talking about an ale. I'm talking about some Bud Light. I'm talking about some Miller. Okay. I'm talking about that stuff in a can, okay, where you can get 30 of them for sometimes for $18. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Blink, blink, blink. I don't know, inflation is high. I don't think you can get 30 for $18 no more unless you're at the military base. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, Mosaic Life Lessons. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You can't sit here and be like, oh, I got Vocal Clay taste buds, right? Or Vocal Clay product, and I'm trying to give it to people that can afford Bud Light. This is going to be a problem, and you're going to be broke. And this is what some of y'all are doing. You're not putting any type of time into developing this audience and learning about these people, and then sitting back and looking at what you have to offer and seeing what does it cost, and is this even a good product market fit, right? So once you get there, and now we look at the audience and we see, is this a cost focused or quality focused person? Is this a person that has at least $800 a month in expendable income or not? Well, now I can determine, can I even, what? Happy Halloween, Max. Hey, Max. Hey, Jess. Hey, baby. Hey, baby, Max and Jess. Oh, my God. Thank you, Max. Yo, Max just sent me a wild witch. Oh, gosh. Thank you, Max. Thank you. Thank you. That was crazy. but does that make sense? Y'all said no lie detector. You said yours is beautiful. I saw it in the Arkansas Bridal Expo. Thank you so much, Valerie. I appreciate that. But yeah, this is a real thing. And so y'all are getting frustrated, and y'all are like, people don't support my business, and y'all are like, my stuff doesn't go well, and no one's purchasing it, and blah 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 blah. Right? Y'all are saying this, and it's really not the case that no one is purchasing. It's really more that you have marketed towards the wrong audience. Savvy business chick. Thank you for the work hard, play harder. Thank you for my work hard, play harder, kitty. Thank you. And thank you for my heartbeat, right? But does that make sense? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? This is like a real dilemma that y'all are in on a regular basis. And before you get into Black Friday and you start trying to put together these promotions and push them out to people, or if you have a new business and you're deciding you're going to use Black Friday to launch or introduce the world to your new business, you really need to spend some time. And it may take you a week or two to go through this to develop your audience. If y'all are watching me on IG and YouTube, my laptop is about to die. I ain't seen a battery. So y'all come to BIGO or to the Clock app, because I probably I want to finish up audiences, and it's probably going to take us another 15 minutes to finish up audiences. Okay. If y'all are over there, come to BIGO or to the Clock app. I'm at King Ashley Ann on both. Okay. Pull up. You'll be able to see me over there. I wonder why I never put my video over here on the gram, baby. They just been looking at my screen. While I've been talking, I just saw that over here. They probably like, dang, Ashley don't love us no more. She won't even turn the camera on us. But anyway, y'all come over. I don't want this to hang up on y'all. Okay. So if you're watching me on YouTube, Facebook, or the gram, come to the Clock app or to BIGO. And I'm at King Ashley Ann on those platforms, and we can finish up.